We're getting ready for Heat 1B. Chip, how do you feel?
Time to go to work again.
Time to earn a living, huh?
Okay. Yeah, there's got to be an easier way to do this.
Both of us have got to figure out something, huh?
Yeah, when you let me know, we'll do it together.
Okay, good luck. Chip will be joined by Jack Schaefer Jr. driving the Tempest, built by Chuck Hickling out of Seattle, and Todd Yarling in Pietro's Pizza, the U-22, new sponsor this year. Of course, this boat, the Mr. Pringles, on a bit of a roll after winning in Detroit. Scott Pierce, the driver, out of Seattle. Beautiful paint scheme, very different.
Take it real easy the first lap. First time out. Anyway, other than that, you're ready to go. Just don't forget the ADI. All right, so you want to go what, 6?
That's Dave Cully on the left, crew chief of the Frank Kenny Toyota, and Milner Irvin, his driver.
About 40 seconds.
The drivers coming up at Heat 1B. As I said, Jack Schaefer out of Los Angeles, and Milner Irvin making his return to the Unlimiteds. Haven't seen him yet in 1987. Todd Yarling, he has run the entire circuit. Pietro's Pizza, their sponsor for their swing to the west. Scotty Pierce and the Mr. Pringles. And Chip Hanauer looking for his first victory here in this particular circuit. The drivers, again, 5 boats in Heat 1B, a total of 11 for the day. Qualifying speed for the Miller American, overwhelming, certainly. But still, second to the Budweiser, which set a world record. So here come the 5 boats down the main straightaway now for the start of Heat 1B. You can hear the engines accelerate, and here we go. The gun sounds. Pietro's Pizza right on the button on the inside. The Miller American with Chip Hanauer. Todd Yarling on the outside out of Hanover, Indiana. Second place to the Miller American. Good positioning by the Miller. New air scoop on the back, as you see, going into the first turn. But Yarling in the Pietro's Pizza on the outside, holding on to second place. Mr. Pringles is back a ways, but moving up now on the inside and battling Todd Yarling for second place. Scotty Pierce on the inside, Todd Yarling on the outside. Pierce getting the nod right now as they go down the back chute. Fourth place, Milner Irvin and the Kenny Toyota. The Milner, check that, the Miller American going into the second turn now. Great acceleration on the part of the Miller American. Chip Hanauer working the Miller hard here in Heat 1B. First time out in Tri-Cities in 1987. Second place now belongs to the Mr. Pringles with Scotty Pierce out of Seattle. Checking the speed on the Miller American here in the first lap, 138.9 miles per hour. A good 8 miles per hour faster than the Budweiser had to work on its first lap in Heat 1A. Some of the crew for the Kenny Toyota, their first race of the season. This is a fantastic boat. It's the old Budweiser, but it's powered by a Griffin engine, a turbocharged Griffin engine, and we'll take a closer look at it during our high performance corner. The Mr. Pringles getting a little light going into that first turn. Got real light during testing earlier this week, and we will take a look at that later on today. But the Mr. Pringles performing better and better all the time, as Scotty Pierce said, running at about 130 or better on 25 test laps prior to the race today. Miller American in first place here in Heat 1B. Second place, Mr. Pringles, Scott Pierce. 2 turbines in this heat, the Budweiser alone in Heat 1A, going against the piston engines of the rest of the field. And then this is the Griffin piston engine with 3 turbos in the back. A fascinating idea. Some feel this might be another way to go in the future of hydroplane racing. Plenty of horsepower, from 3,000 to 4,000 horse, stacked behind Milner Irvin as he goes down the straightaway. But this, of course, the Lycoming L7 engine with about 2,650 horsepower. Third place belongs to Milner Irvin. First place to the Miller American. And Chip is simply running away from the field right now. He is comfortably in first place. Second place and 300 points would go to Scott Pierce, who won in Detroit. Attrition having something to do with it. Also, Jim Crockfeld jumping the gun at the start of the final. But Scott drove a great race, holding off Chip Hanauer and the Miller American in Detroit, especially in the last 2 laps, to finally get the victory. And it looks to me like the Miller American is slowing down. It is! The Miller American is slowing down after a comfortable lead. Todd Yarling going by, Mr. Pringles going by. And it looks like Chip will get a DNF. Did not finish in Heat 1A, and now it is a struggle to get into the final heat. You've got to get points in these heats, these preliminaries, to have any shot at getting into the final. He will have a big goose egg after 1B, and here will be your winner, Scott Pierce in the Mr. Pringles. 400 points to the Pringles camp. Second place to the Kenny Toyota Volvo Mazda and Milner Irvin, 300. And Todd Yarling in the Pietro's Pizza will pick up a third place, as you see, 400, 300, and 225. Let's go down to Scott Pierce.
Scotty, you never know what's going to happen. When did you know that Miller was down?
I saw him go down in the corner. I didn't let him get that far ahead, but I just wanted to be conservative and get our boat into the final and not have a problem. So
Otherwise, you were going to settle for second place.
Yeah, it was my intention. As you know, Jim, we aren't in the points race, but that doesn't mean we can't win the boat races, and we're going to try to do that again.
Okay. Don?
It has been a long time since you and I have been able to talk. Welcome back.
Thank you, Don.
I know you're trying to run conservatively, but it paid off. Now you're with a second place and 300 points.
Well, we just wanted to go out and see what it was going to do in competition. We didn't really want to push it that first heat. And we kind of lucked out, I guess, with Chip stopping.
Okay, well, congratulations. Long day ahead yet.
Thank you, Don.
And I think everybody at the Kenny camp is quite happy. They have the official fun meter, which we saw a couple of years ago. It is back, and, we got a move up to 9.5 by Jerry Kenny.